Hello, good evening. How can we comp on Xote? There is a melodical way to improvise in Xote. If you are playing the northeast Brazilian music of Brazil in some place of the world, this live is for you. I'm Luciano Ruas from the Brazilian Accent in Improvisation, and I'm here to talk about every kind of improvisation in Brazilian music. And today I'm gonna talk about the melodic improvisation we can do to make the comping of a Brazilian shot. All right, shot it's one of the northeast styles. It's very it's in slow or medium tempos, and it's this music done for dancing. It has a triple feel, and it has this kind of this groove. This is the comping of a shot. I'm imitating the zabumba here in my left hand. The zabumba, it's a drum that has you use one low stick and one higher stick to make this counterpoint. Tom 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 tom. We have the triangle that and we have the accordion making these are some of the variations the accordion uses in its comping, but besides that, you have a melodical way to make the comping at the accordion. All right, I'm gonna use today a shot made by Caetano Veloso called Cajuína. Let me put here the lead sheet to you read with me. And let's take a look in the melody, original melody first, and after that I'm gonna show you some of the phrases that sound interesting when you do comping. Okay, let me show you first the theme. So that's the original melody, and we are going to see some situations that are common in this style. Besides doing this comping, For example, in this case, I've used some notes to out of the chord to create a simple melody. You can choose some tension of the chord, or 9th, 11th, or 13th, depending on the chord, flat 13th. If you want to know more about how to choose the tensions, it's just ask make the question on the comments, alright? And we are creating a little melody to make some create some movement in the chords, okay? We can so I've transformed this harmonic comping in melodical comping. There are also some anticipations we can create that are some like stop times in Xote. So you can create this kind of anticipation, melodical anticipation. For example, alright, let's say about one very important thing, and this is a thing that we find in the language of Xote. It's the connection between chords to create melodical phrases that connect the chords. So, for example, sorry. phrase again. There are some, these phrases can create, trying to do in a symmetrical way, I'm practicing then, alright? Sometimes I have to download this, upload the song in my mind to do the phrase, so you can play during these connections and improving then at each repeat. There is another common phrase that's this simple preparation. So these beginnings of phrase are very common to connect the fifth of the chord with the one, or going down, connecting the fifth with the one with this if you play a melodical instrument like piano, or you can create some counterpoints. So, or other interesting thing you can use also, it's doing some when you find arpeggios on the melody, you can start the arpeggio together with the singer, or you can also play in thirds, the arpeggio beginning one note over or below the note you are seeing. So we can identify two arpeggios in the third system here. And I can do or contrary motion also. So I've done starting by the third in the arpeggios. Because of the minor tonality of this song, I've used the flat ninth at the end of the arpeggio. All right. So we can use this together. We can, let me see another option. We can use in contrary motion also the arpeggio of the melody. So and you can, as I've done now, you can use also repeated notes. That's the common melody that is done in Xote. We have some preparation of the seventh that's common also. So create this movement in dominant chords. I've remind some contrary motion also. You can connect in dominant chords. You can create. Ah. So these were some ideas you can use in your improvisation playing the Xote. Remind, you can play repeated notes, you can play arpeggio of dominant chords starting from different notes. You can create some preparation from the fifth to the one. You can create contrary motion, you can create the preparations. You can create the parallel movements. Note that I'm researching. I'm trying some movements when I play. When I'm playing in presentations, sometimes I try to take less risky in my tries, and use more phrases that I master them. For example, So I try to balance what I know with what it's new for me, and I can play in a precise way. Playing more the theme, the more you play the theme, more you master these different solutions in connecting note and creating some interesting lines. So try to practice in two ways. Practice it just trying to make some phrases, some interesting phrases, work on it, and after that you can play in an improvised way, trying to connect the different ideas. And when you are studying, you can try to play the phrases that are in your ear, and even when you mistake, you can correct them. And we can also study in a way that we are simulating some presentation. So you have to find solutions to the phrases you aren't able to play in the way you've tried first. So it's very important to learn how to react to this phrase, and don't just play the phrase that you imagine first. Music is done by what we have prepared and of our reactions. So work on these two solutions. All right. So that's it. Thanks for watching from this live. I hope you have enjoyed. I hope you can use in the group you play, or you can use experimenting, putting a shot in your repertoire. All right. So that's it. Thanks for watching. I'm very grateful for everybody that's watching and sending me messages by the Facebook or YouTube. Thanks. I'm very happy to help you to play the Brazilian music. All right. So see you tomorrow. Everyday lives here about the Brazilian accent in improvisation. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.